What's up, guys? Johnny Dell back with another episode of 49ers Playbook. This week, we're going to take a look back at Jimmy Garoppolo's career game against the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. There had been a lot of talk the past month and a half about Jimmy Garoppolo and his ability to take over a game. It seemed like every sports show was talking about how they weren't sure if the 49ers were really contenders with Jimmy G. However, if you've been following this channel and the weekly reviews, you've seen a number of really good plays from Jimmy in this offense. Even though his numbers the previous two games didn't look great, you saw he was converting big plays on third down, which allowed the rushing attack to keep going. And in this game, the biggest difference was that he had more opportunities. Arizona was completely committed to stopping the run. They would often bring a safety down and blitz off the edge while slanting the line and scrape a linebacker over the top to aggressively fill any lanes and attack our zone blocking scheme. Now in this game, I've never really seen a defense that tried to do so many different things to try and stop our quarterback. The amazing thing is, none of them worked. In this episode and in parts 2 and 3, we're going to take a look at a lot of his throws so we can see the story of the game. How Arizona was trying to adjust to Jimmy and how he continually beat them. So with all that said, let's dive into the film. So this is the third drive of the game, and early in the game, the Cardinals tried to play zone. Here, they're going to be in a combo coverage called Cover 3 Mabel. It's a defense that Nick Saban used a lot during his time in the NFL and in college, and it really caught on when Seattle was using it with Pete Carroll. The Mabel is an M word that stands for man, so it's cover 3 with man coverage on the single receiver side. We're looking to hit George Kittle over the middle, but the Mabel coverage allows the backside curl flat and hook curl defenders to not worry about the single receiver going vertical, so they can play any crossing routes short or deep. Here you can see the attention George Kittle commands, as both the hook curl and curl flat defenders to that side are bracketing him. On the other side, we're going to run a simple clearing route with a quick out from Dwelley. With all the space opened up by George Kittle, Dwelley is able to come free. So we see Jimmy quickly identify the coverage and move to his open man to pick up a nice gain. Later in the same drive, we're going to see the Cardinals again try and play zone. This time, they're going to have a 2-deep safety look and play cover 2. We have a full field read for Jimmy Garoppolo on this play. What is meant when you hear the term full field read is that teams will call plays that utilize two passing concepts meant to beat different coverages. To the field side, we're going to have a cover 3 or cover 4 beating concept. And to the boundary side, we're going to run an Ohio concept, which beats cover 2 zone. The Ohio is a protection release fade from the outside receiver. What's meant by protection release is the outside receiver will attack the outside shoulder of the cloud defender, aiming to cause the defender to turn his hips or shoulders away from the quick out, so it protects the quick out, hence protection release. From there, it's a high-low read for the quarterback on the cloud defender. If the corner trails on the fade, he throws it to the quick out. If he sits on the quick out, he's going to look to hit the rail shot between the corner and the closing safety. Here, you can see Emmanuel Sanders attacking the outside shoulder of the cloud defender, and he has turned his hips just enough. This is what Jimmy is looking for. Kittle does a good job of sitting his route down, and they again pick up a nice gain. So after getting beat running cover 3 zone and cover 2 zone, the Cardinals try a new tactic on this drive. They're going to come with a man coverage. This will be cover 1 lurk, where you have short and deep middle field help defenders. They're again coming with only a 4-man rush. Since they had run cover 2 earlier, we're going to again have an Ohio concept at the boundary side. On the field side, we're going to run a double slant concept. Seeing the coverage pre-snap, Jimmy is going to first look off the lurk defender by moving his head towards the boundary side. From there, that opens up Kittle's slant route, which Jimmy hits him in stride and allows Kittle to use his talent to get into the end zone. This is good pre-snap read and execution by manipulating the middle defender to get his receiver open. This play is just one that shows how Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy are trusting their new toy, Emmanuel Sanders. This is a one-man route off play action, with Deebo Samuel coming out late as a check down. This is a great run action fake and work by Jimmy and Sanders together. One thing Arizona was doing was on early downs, they would bring Budda Baker on a blitz off the edge in a run blitz. That's what they're going to do here, but Jimmy and Kyle are going to catch Arizona in this. First, we motion Kittle across the formation. With the linebacker following, this reveals man coverage. You'll see Baker come down late to the box, revealing the blitz, and they'll run cover 1 man with 5 rushers on the play. Jimmy sees Sanders win with inside leverage on his slant route and gets the ball out of his hands quick with the pressure coming, hitting Sanders in stride, which allows him to get some good yards after the catch. So now, having had their man coverage beat several times, the Cardinals are going to try and go back to zone and try yet another defense, this time cover 4. One philosophy that Kyle Shanahan has carried with him that was one of Bill Walsh's was that once he's within 25 yards of the end zone, he's going to look to take a shot. That's what we'll do here is we're going to run a shot play. We're going to try and move the backside deep defender and hit a corner route to Deebo Samuel with Sanders running a crossing route as a check down. Everyone else is going to execute a run fake to the field side. As Jimmy turns around after the run fake, he checks to see if the deep zone defender to that side bit on the run fake, which he hasn't, and Samuel is covered. So, instead of forcing it into coverage, he takes the crossing route. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and hit the notifications button below to make sure you catch part 2 and 3 of this series as we'll continue to look at just how good Jimmy was in this game. And as always, go Niners!